I think going forward, instead of doing a little funny cold open, I'm going to lead with giving a spoiler warning. And that should tell you how I feel about this movie. What's up, guys? This is Courtney, one half of Birds Deconstruction here, and I'm bringing you my review for The Wolfman. I'm recording this on Monday. Wolfman just came out on Friday. It stars Christopher Abbott, Julia Garner, and Matilda Firth. It's directed by Lee Winnell. That name should be familiar. He played Adam in the first Saw movie, which he also wrote. He also wrote and directed 2020's The Invisible Man, which I have a review for here on the channel. This is his take on the classic Universal monster story, The Wolfman. Now, Winnell had some goodwill with me because I enjoyed his Invisible Man movie. So when it was announced that he was doing another Universal monster movie, I wasn't worried. There's an article that I saw online, really only the headline for, that was an interview with Winnell, where I guess he explains why Ryan Gosling didn't star in the movie. And yes, Ryan Gosling was originally supposed to star in this movie. But I haven't read the article yet, so I'm going to guess and assume that it was that he says it's probably like scheduling conflicts or the usual Hollywood stuff. But after seeing the movie, I think Ryan saw how empty it was and decided to avoid it, although he is still a producer on it. Now let's cut to the chase. This movie is not good. It's not good. Let me give you a quick rundown why. Nothing happens in this movie. And y'all know I love being hyperbolic, but this is a slow burn movie where mostly nothing exciting happens. They decided to make a Wolfman movie into a slow burn transformation movie. Also, I'm just going to show footage for me playing a game because that would be infinitely more interesting than pulling clips from the trailer. So after we get into the main point, I should say, of the plot, where we realize that Christopher Abbott's character is starting to turn, we're just kind of waiting for him to transform, and then he just kind of does. Now, there are a few cool sequences where we get to see his perspective after he starts turning, and a couple of them consist of him seeing everything in like this weird bluish glow, which I guess is his night vision. And then also his family, their voices become completely unintelligible to him. It's like modulated and discombobulated and everything, and you just can't tell what they're saying. And on the flip side, he tries to speak to them at points after he starts turning, and he's just incoherent. Now, the wolf that scratched him and chased them into the house is stalking them around the house. They get into a fight, and Christopher Abbott's character kills them. I wouldn't say it's overly exciting. There is a plot twist where we find out the Wolfman that was stalking them is his missing dad that we learned about earlier in the movie. I unintentionally guessed this twist because earlier in the movie, he gets a letter from the government declaring his dad dead because he's been missing for some years. And in that moment, I thought to myself, his dad is probably a Wolfman running around right now. So I wasn't surprised when all this stuff happened. Now, Christopher Abbott's character does get killed at the end, and his wife and daughter set foot to go back towards civilization, I guess. So that's basically the movie. There are also some dumbass decisions made, and I'm not saying that from the perspective of a person, of the audience member, knowing that Christopher Abbott is turning into the Wolfman, right? I'm saying that as a person that will be in the moment these people are stupid. Now, I went with one of my coworkers, and I was so annoyed and embarrassed that I picked this movie that I kept apologizing. So, yeah, don't go see this. It's an hour and 43 minutes, and it seems like it's well over 2 hours. Jeremy Johns summed it up perfectly in his review, where he said that this is a really long werewolf transformation movie. And then he just is still transforming. The shit was awful.